Greetings from the upside down. Hello everybody, it's Anna. Welcome back to my booktube channel, and it is Top 5 Wednesday! Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, there's no dance that goes with that, but there is a Goodreads group which will be linked down below if you are new to Top 5 Wednesday and you would like to learn more about that. So this week's topic is our favorite fandom items. These did not need to be related to books in any way, and if we know nothing from the internet, if we know nothing else from the internet, we know that the monetization of fandoms is both a blessing and a curse. A blessing in that it allows us to make all this great stuff for things that we love, and a curse in that sometimes it just becomes this really weird, depressing, money-making machine that I feel weird about participating in, but gosh, I love it so much sometimes. So, without further ado, my top 5, but really more because I'm cheating, favorite fandom items. So first off is this Incredible Hulk mug. I got this as a housewarming gift from one of my best friends in college. He gave it to me when I moved into my own place when we lived across the street from each other and spent a lot of time hanging out at each other's apartments playing video games. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Incredible Hulk. My camp name when I was a kid and went to summer camp was Incredible Hulk because though I am but little, I am fierce, especially as far as dodgeball is concerned. I have my morning tea out of this mug almost every day. I think of him when I do it, and it just makes me really happy because it's functional and also something that I really like. Okay, next up I want to show some enamel pins because I have been collecting pins since I was quite literally 4 years old. Enamel pins have since skyrocketed in popularity, especially with the advent of things like Instagram and Kickstarter and things that just make like small, tiny, shiny objects so available. I love them so much. So I'm going to go ahead and list off some of my favorite enamel pins, hopefully along with the artist link down below so that you can find them and their work is credited. Okay, so this first pin is from Emily Cheeseman's Armory collection. I'm going to try and get you to see this loot, and it is made from her Armory collection, which is basically a bunch of different classes from D&D and things like that. The next one is this pin of Wendy from Don't Starve. My siblings and I all have these. These I got from the Clay Entertainment store, and it is based off of a survival crafting video game that we have collectively logged many hours playing. The next pin is of this little sleeping chibi Ysera that I got from an artist called Sepish. I am a supporter of hers over on Patreon, and this was the pin that she made exclusively for patrons that actually convinced me to join her Patreon group. And Ysera's from World of Warcraft. Another World of Warcraft pin, this time from Frenone, is the Sylvanas Queen pin. This is another thing that she made specifically for her patrons, but both she and Sepish have online stores that are available to you whether or not you support them on Patreon, so I will link those. And then last is this little pixel Black Panther pin that I got at Emerald City Comic Con. This was a con exclusive. As you can see on the back here, Emerald City Comic Con exclusive. This is the only thing that was a con exclusive that I allowed myself to get. Otherwise, you get too trapped in the contest of what's exclusive, what's not, blah, blah, blah. And I don't really like that. That's something that I don't really care for when it comes to collecting, but they were super nice about it. Everyone was really civil to each other. There was no, like, fighting over who got what. Okay. Next up, we are going to go through some Funkos. I'm actually going to limit myself to the most recent little figurine type things that I've purchased since I have a lot, and I will be making a video about my Funko collection later on. So we'll start off with these little domes guys. So these are not made by Funko, they're made by a different company, but they're basically like these little figurines. I have 3 of them from Over the Garden Wall. I have a Wirt, a Greg, and another Greg. Funny story about these. So when I was actually opening them in the store, a lot of times, focus. There we go. When I was opening this in the store, a lot of times the stores will have one on display, and then they have a policy that if you open up the product in their store but you like the display one better, you can trade it out, which is really nice, you know, because these are like mystery collectibles. You don't know which one you're gonna get in the box. So I opened 3 Gregs in a row. They had like a deal where you would buy 3 and get, you know, one of those would be free. I opened 3 Gregs in a row. There were 2 more unopened in the box. So the guy was like, okay, like whatever, do what you want, open up the other Gregs, or open up the others. And they all turned out to be Gregs. I opened 5 Gregs in a row. So I kept 2 of them, and then I held on to this little wirt who was the display, but I just thought that that was funny and something that if you're a collector, I'm sure you can relate to. And then the others are so new, I haven't even gotten them out of the box, and these are the Winnie the Pooh Dorbs. These are actually Funkos. Watch while I adjust. There's the Pooh one, the Piglet, there you go, and the Tigger. There currently is an Eeyore out. I have him ordered and almost ready to be delivered, but that will complete the set of those, and the Winnie the Pooh characters are some of my favorite characters from Disney and like animation generally. I'm a huge fan of animation, so I was really, really excited that I was able to get the complete... Ooh, it's raining outside. Randomly it's raining. But I was really excited I was able to get the complete set of all of those. Next up, we're gonna do a few fandom shirts. I had to limit myself to 5 on these since about half of my t-shirts are fandom related, and then the other half are from various bands and or coffee shops that I like. So first up is this shirt, which is from the All Hail Welcome to Night Vale tour. It has the glow cloud raining down the corpse of a dead bird, and I got that when I went to see them here in Seattle. Next up is my Steven Universe shirt, which was a Christmas gift from Sean a couple years back. I'm wearing it very thin, but it's one of my favorite shirts to wear every day and also at conventions as kind of a low-key cosplay. Next is the You Died shirt from Cuphead, which has little Cuphead and Mugman's souls floating up to the sky. That is a run and gun style video game, and it's really freaking hard, so I thought that the You Died shirt was going to be just perfect because I die in that game a lot. Here's another one that I have worn almost to death, which is my Hearthstone Cupcakes shirt. This is from the card game, the online card game called Hearthstone, which is my favorite game. I play this almost every day, and it is from one of their original iconic card backs within the game. And then this next one, I definitely did not intentionally pull off the rack, but since it kind of fits into the theme, I'm going to show it to you anyway. And this is the Famous Pauthors shirt that I have from Tea Turtle. It's basically a bunch of famous authors as cats, like Charles Kittens, William Shakespeare, George R.R. Meowton, and other assorted ones. And I believe that I got that shirt from Tea Turtle. Again, I will link the websites down below if possible, if those shirts are still available, and if I know where they came from. Okay. And then the last fandom item that is super special to me is actually something that I don't have with me, but it was a potions book that my sister and I made out of construction paper and like our own imaginations when we first started reading the Harry Potter series. And I remember we did this right around the time in the Chamber of Secrets when Harry, Ron, and Hermione start brewing the Polyjuice potion together to transform themselves and disguise themselves, etc. And we were super fascinated by that, and we thought, what if we could make a book where we could include all of our own potions? And we had things like, you know, when you're a kid, you make that like little tornado in a bottle thing, and like weird mixtures that we made mixing together like shampoos, like we were making perfume potions or something like that. I don't even remember half of what went into there, but I do remember the tornado in a bottle potion making it into there. And it had like our little kid handwriting and like a red construction paper cover, and we treasured that book. It was a feature of all of our like play dress up and imagine that we're going to Hogwarts games. And yeah, that just brought me a lot of joy as a kid, and even now, just thinking about it makes me happy. Okay, so that is going to wrap up this week's Top 5 Wednesday. Comment down below and let me know about some of your favorite treasured fandom items. Maybe we have some of the same fandoms in common. I'd love to chat about that because fangirls love to squee. Let's squee together in the comments. That maybe sounded a little wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.